everybody? What's good? Welcome to another episode 7 of the Creating Kings podcast. And we finally got a guest on here that we've been trying to get. I know he's been
Hold up.
so we haven't been able to get him
Yeah,
on the show. So,
thank you, Dukey, for finally appearing onto the show on time.
I'm joined by, of course, the co-host here, Dukey. And we're here with Jiggy and the man, the legend himself, who is responsible for all these layouts. Jxszrr the GOAT. How we doing today?
Yep. Doing good. Appreciate Dukey finally being on time. We can finally get this going. Been waiting about 3 weeks now. So it would have been episode 6, but
would have been episode 5, 6, but
5,
7.
maybe even 4, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the emergency podcast. But
lucky number 7, but we finally got you on here, and that's all that matters here.
Yes, sir.
He's outshining us though. He got a little logo here that we sure still don't have, because I don't have that. I don't look good.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
What? I mean, did you self-teach yourself how to do all this stuff?
I took classes in high school for Photoshop, but after that, I think it took 2 years, and then after that, it's just YouTube and like self-teaching, and that's about it.
I know
trial and error.
I self-teach like editing stuff, but I don't even know if we had. Did we have a Photoshop class in our high school?
Oh, I think we did. I just think no one really took it because I think it was like third hour, so like no one was really in it.
Because I remember.
Because I remember like people like would take Photoshop class because they would take pictures outside. Like we would how we would walk and you'd see people like taking pictures of a bush.
Well, that was photography class.
That would happen too. Cause some classes had them both together.
Yeah.
So I know there was like a photography class. My wife was in like photography, but the only like Photoshop they did was like editing those like photography photos. It wasn't like an editing class like that to learn how to make all the design stuff. Like this, how long did this take to make?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Not that long because the video file in the background isn't like something I created. It's just a stock video looping file, and then I just like added color into it, and not that hard to do basically. If you like, just take your time with it.
Looks really good.
I'm pretty sure that
one of those people is just it ain't that hard. It's whatever.
Let us say he has all the tips and tricks for everything. I'm just like, what? Like, where do you even find these things?
Let's just, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna put this right here. This round of applause. He made it.
When are you gonna hook
pleasure to be here.
When you hook our boy Jiggy up with some overlays?
I don't want him.
Yes, you know you want him.
I don't want him.
He wants some fancy assistant coach overlay type shit.
Yeah, you want your little face cam that says assistant coach on there.
Hey.
I don't use my face cam because when you go through VODs, half the time these players with their fucking attention spans of flies will just sit there and stare at me like, why are you scratching your face? Like, look at the fucking angle you're supposed to be holding, idiot. Like,
this has nothing to do with me.
That's why I don't show my face cam in VODs.
It's funny too because sometimes like I'll just hear Jiggy like while he's watching other people play on his stream, and you can just hear him just knowing that they weren't supposed to do what they did. It's just just so pissed.
When you switch from a player to a coach, like first off, I already had a little bit of experience as a player. But when you go from a player to a coach and then you're just seeing everything and you're just watching the shit unfold and you're just watching somebody blatantly doing something just purely just from a standpoint of COD just stupid, it just pisses you off. It makes you mad. Like you're just like, what are you doing? So yeah, like if you watch my streams, if you ever tune in, you'll hear me just absolutely roast some kids because I get pissed.
And you guys were watching when fucking Smurf was just streaming those tryouts the other day? Were you watching his stream?
Yeah, I was in there.
I was in the chat. I was like, "Hey Smurf, anybody standing out?" And he goes, I said, "Damn."
Let's see how that works.
That's why we need more coaching streams.
They stood out in the wrong way, if you know what I mean.
Oh god.
Coach, the thing about Smurf is Smurf knows if you made the team or not strictly off of like your second game. The first game is a warm up, so we don't really watch the first game ever. We usually just throw them in a hard point just to get their gunny warm and whatever. But it's the second game. By that point, Smurf already knows if you're fucking gonna make the team or not. like off the first rotation, the first hard point even of the second game. We're gonna know if you made the team or not. So
Yeah,
just
no.
by where you go.
Every time I watch you guys play, I'm just confused as shit. I'm just like, okay.
So
He's
when's
like,
your
yeah, go.
tryout? When you coming in to try out?
And that's the end of the podcast.
Damn,
All right, everybody, tune in next week. Tune
in next week where we have Chill watching some CDL plays.
So did you ever compete, Jxszrr?
Back in Ghost, I think I actually was the first time I ever actually competed in a team because I was playing. I was playing like Hardpoint, and it was these clan. It was like some random pub or whatever. I matched up with them, and they were like, "Oh shit." And they just invited me into. We kept playing, and then after that, we ended up doing like some GBs and shit like that, and then switched over to Advanced Warfare. Then after that, I just kind of stopped doing it. It was too much. I said, it's too much for me.
You weren't cracked enough.
Oh no! Excuse me, sir. Put that Remington in my hand back in Ghost, and it was over.
I remember the Remington. That thing was nice.
Yeah, I like that gun a lot.
And I loved AW. I don't know why that game gets so much hate. That game was so good.
AW or Ghost?
Jetpacks back.
Both. For me, both. They were both good.
I didn't like Ghost. Like Ghost, I didn't like their system. Like how
I didn't like
multiplayer. Yeah, their multiplayer system was ass to me.
I didn't like the multiplayer, but I was telling the guys the reason I didn't like the multiplayer probably so much was because we didn't have good internet, and I lived in a basement and I had wireless connection. I didn't have wired, so I'd have to go through at night and go through and turn off the kids' iPads. Then I'd go take my parents' phones. I'd literally sneak into my parents' room and turn their phones off the Wi-Fi. Turn off my brother's phone off the Wi-Fi, the laptops, everything else, and so I could just be the only person on it, and I would still rubber band across
throwback,
the fucking...
Mr. Term, you were on that Walmart internet.
Literally, it used to frustrate me. My KD in the game, I think, was like a 0.2 because literally the lag and the rubber banding was so bad that I couldn't leave the spawn, so all I could do was stand still and wait for someone to walk past me in the spawn and then shoot them. So I would literally go like 2-18 in a lot of games because if I tried to walk out, I would rubber band back. So, and then eventually I would just teleport across the map. And I'd be like, why did I just teleport? Then I look at my scoreboard and it's because I died. So I didn't see the death cam or nothing, and I didn't see my player die. I just teleported. That's how bad it was.
I convinced the shit out of my mom to get a long Ethernet cable to wrap it from because where the internet box was in her room. She thought that was the best idea ever. Not put it in the living room or anything, in her room. So,
Jesus.
My goodness.
250 feet.
See, I have two. I have two right now in my house. 100 feet Ethernet to run from our bedroom up to the 3rd floor, out the window into my wife's makeup room, whatever, for her PC, and then for mine it does the same thing, but it runs down underneath the carpet and goes into my PC. I'm not paying for a gigabyte download and not using that on my PC. I'm not doing wireless. Hell no.
I only got 200 on my shit right now, but I have one. That's why I wish we had carpet, because my cable literally runs all the way through this hardwood over to the living room, which is back there.
You could use little cable clips to put it up onto the baseboard, so it's just not all over the floor and whatnot.
I want to try and do it over one of the door frames. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Let's say when we first moved in here, so that 250-foot cable was at my old house when I was in the basement. We had to run it through my drywall, through my brother's room, up and around his room, and then we had to go through the wall to get it upstairs and then connect it directly into our router. But now, where I am now, we did have the router installed downstairs by my our living room TV, and I was told my brother, I was look, either I'm gonna run this cable all the way down the stairs and all the way around the living room. I was or you're gonna bring that shit up here. So we moved it up here into my room, so I have the.
I think that's
modem.
Building problems. We need to start getting more Ethernet ports. I feel
some new houses that are built now have Ethernet ports in the walls and stuff like that already. Yeah, but I just ran my shit through the outside.
Yeah, I was about to say some of the older built houses, not even that old, but. You get a house that's 10-something years old or 5, you're going to get one, and you got to work with it.
My brother has one in his room, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's hard. We have 3, but only one works. Where
you'll have those landline plugs up against the wall and shit like that.
That's what I have right now. Mm-hmm.
I was I just need more room so I can have another router or something going on.
We just need internet. I just need Google Fiber to come through and just through this whole neighborhood and just give everybody the shit.
That's a
I would
Google
love
Fiber would be
You're in
so
Blue
nice.
Springs, aren't you?
Mhm.
Like, if you're a new player, yeah. Because I was like, Google Fiber doesn't go Blue Springs or Independence, which is chalked. Like, they're only like the downtown Kansas City area. Because when I like
I
sold
think-
my Spectrum, like I knew like what spots sold which
Yeah.
internet. I was all about it. I was like, I know
Yeah.
where what, but I was like, because Google like cut right off at like the Independence line. So like Independence onwards, they don't sell Google there. And I was like, that's chalked because Google's the best one in like Missouri.
Tara has Google Fiber.
Yeah,
I
'cause I was
asked
about
her
to say
about
she
it the other
moved
day.
downtown, so
I asked her, I was like, how good is it? And she was like, it's ridiculous. I was like,
Oh my god.
yeah, I was like Google
I wish
Fiber's
I
like the way to go because like Xfinity's like not bad, but
Hey, that's what I got.
Let's say Xfinity's the second best. You're not
Yeah.
I
gonna
think
get
I got a
Let's say
gig down and I think 30 or 50 up, which isn't bad for streaming. So I just needed something better for streaming. That's about it.
that's what that's why I want to upgrade mine because my streams are chalked. If I try and do too much, like my face overlay, I can't play with it on because I lag.
I've noticed. Trust
So
me, I've
I
noticed.
just took my face cam, like my overlay off, and just used my face cam.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you the other day. You were streaming. I'm like, yo, what happened to your face cam? And then you still started glitching. I'm like, yeah, I remember those. I remember those days.
Yeah,
those problems. Trying to
I got a
stream.
free Spectrum right now. It's only 200 meg, so
What about up? It doesn't matter about your download. It's all what it is about your upload.
I think it maxes out at 200 up. Like that's what the free plan is.
You shouldn't be bad if you're going 200 up.
I don't know. I think it's just because I have so much stuff going on.
I'll probably after the pod check your settings and see what's wrong with it.
Yeah,
Because Chill even had I think he had like 150 up, and it was just his settings that were messed up. His bitrate was all messed up. I could just be able to it.
I still want to upgrade though. We're rocking with it because it's free. That's what we got.
It's still not bad if you have 200 up. That's not bad at all.
I'll have to check my internet speed afterwards.
Artifact in the chat. Oh shit,
Yeah,
boss man in here.
Speaking of the boss man, so when did you get picked up by KGK? Like when did you start here?
question.
It was last year. My boy 𝙃𝙤𝙨𝙨 was in, like, just helping out or whatnot, and I think I was playing, like, it was Modern Warfare, but just like content creating and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, just talk to one of them, get me in there. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna do it or whatnot. But I guess like when he was messaging like Josh and Sean, I guess they weren't responding right away. And we were playing with David as well, which is I always forget what the hell his name is.
Is it Lone?
It's like
Was it Dr. Lone?
Yeah, that Dr. Lone
Yeah.
4K or something like that. So he was like, I'll just talk to them because he's like family with Josh, and then they got me in, and then I've just been in ever since.
And you've been the GOAT ever since.
That's not me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would say because I don't think.
I could be.
See, the thing is, like, you actually stream and stuff, but a lot of people don't realize like what goes into edits and stuff. Like something as simple as this. People don't think about it, but I was like, somebody had to make this.
Yeah,
Like,
this like
headers
it
and
was a little
overlays.
tricky. Yeah, just doing shit. It's a little tricky and stuff like that. Trying to recreate like our logo is great, but like if I wanted to use just the lettering, I would have to like recreate it myself because we don't have that right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then when I have it, if anybody else needs it, they can use it as well. So just doing stuff like that for the team doesn't annoy me or piss me off if it gets tricky because it's just helping it out in the long run.
Exactly. We gotta give you the recognition too. That's why we're here shouting them out. Because a lot of people, they just do this stuff and they don't give recognition. They're like, oh man, this.
It does. Either they do it and they want money for it.
Yeah.
Like you're helping out the team. Why do you need money for it right now? Just wait.
Yeah.
You'll get it eventually.
Well, once we get there, if you help the team get there, that's all that matters. Then you'll start getting
Exactly.
Then you'll start getting your bag. But people, I think people kind of go into, especially like newer orgs, and they just be like, oh, I want money. I just want money.
Yeah, they're so like they want everything quick. They're not in it for the long
It's
run.
like you're not joining 100T. Like you're joining an org
Hell
that
no.
will be successful. But I was like, you just gotta be patient.
Exactly.
People are like, I want some money out of this.
Right.
I think that's the problem, especially like COD teams. I feel like COD teams like expect too much. Even then, like we're still going like next year. I want to like get them back on, but I know next year we have a lot of different things planned for the COD team. But people just gotta be patient.
It's always fun, even just being on the content creating side, just looking at the stuff that you guys are doing, like the coaching and just all the it's like a lot of complicated shit that most people wouldn't understand, but just knowing some backstory and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's always fun to watch.
Getting inside because you don't see people. The only people I ever really see streaming are like players, and even though they don't stream that much, like
They'll do it here and there. I wish they would do it more often. You know what I mean?
They just do their
So
little
more people can watch
competitions,
and
and then
stuff,
they just move on, and they're like, whatever, I'm good. I
Yeah.
think it's the same problem with the pros. Like the pros, like nobody streams.
But aren't they limited though?
They can stream whatever they want. They just can't stream they can't stream while a CDL match is going on. That's the only limits they have. But most of them just choose.
I thought they were more restricted on like they can't stream any other game because they're in a contract or something like that.
Yeah. Like the pro, like most of them don't really stream like during season. They'll only if they do stream, it's only like COD. But even then, it's something that
I know off season they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, during the season they can do what they want too. They just choose to play the game.
See, I didn't know that.
They're pros, so they just want to play the game while it's in
Okay,
season.
gotcha.
Because you might as well practice.
I'm about to say the only thing the pros are restricted on is they just can't talk crap on the game. Because once they talk crap on the game or the developers, that's when they start getting fined.
So it wasn't like
do whatever.
Wasn't like
they can do whatever.
Wasn't like Octane that was just like.
Yeah, MW.
Like
Octane
flaming
got a
MW.
fines last year.
He what is it? He paid more money in fines than he made.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah.
What?
Like Surge,
That's wild.
Surge and MW made I think 10K that year, and he paid more in fines than they made.
Yeah,
That's
than the team made. Like his contract was fine and it paid out most of it, but it's like he talked so much shit on the game and got fined so many times that he lost a hell of a lot of money. That's why this year he just kept his mouth shut. He even said so. He's like, I'm just not gonna say anything this year.
He finally didn't get fined. Now he can talk all the shit he wants.
Yeah, sorry. And then literally the minute that he got that he left Seattle Surge, he was like, all right, this is what's going on. He's like, this fucking poverty franchise. So yeah, it's bad.
Not big on a CDL, but I'm gonna make this.
No, I mean, I know Octane bitches a lot because of last year. That's how I know of him.
Yeah,
but besides that, I wouldn't know who the hell he was.
Yeah.
But touching on like the roster, I'm not gonna get too far into it. I just want to go on everybody's favorite team and what they think they should do. Jxszrr, I know you're a FaZe fan, so you're good. Y'all just want.
Oh yeah, like if you can see the FaZe poster there, I always have a shirt, hoodies here and there.
You don't got nothing to play about. I'm an Empire fan, but my favorite player is Envoy, and I think that would be perfect. Like if Empire picked up Octane and Envoy, that team's disgusting. I think they can compete with FaZe.
I think Octane's going to Thieves.
That's what
so I'm a 100 Thieves fan, but yeah, I think.
Oh God,
I think he's definitely going there. There's no shot he doesn't.
But see, I know TJ's out. I'm not sure about Drazah. I feel like he's really on the fence because, like I said, I don't know if he's solidified his spot though, like to be on the roster.
The thing is,
so I can see him getting dropped.
He solidified his spot in MW, got benched for Cold War, and then when he comes off the bench in Cold War, he then goes off again. That's why I think they have to keep him.
But see, that's what I'm saying though. Like, but I don't know. See, like Envoy just got dropped. Crim's got dropped.
That's the thing. You keep Kenny and Drazah, you pick up Envoy and Octane. Same like Envoy and Octane. If you pair them together on any team that needs like an SMG and an AR, they're cold. That's all I'm saying.
But I don't know. Right now, the only spots I can see right now is just Octane and Kenny.
What about you, Jxszrr? I know you're an opt. He's not here for that hot take.
I'm listening. Hell no, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. No. Just keep my FaZe boy together, and we're going back to back.
All right, G,
on it now.
I know we all support.
Dumpster fire.
I know we all support Optic, and that's your main team. So what do you think they should do? They just dropped probably one of the highest ceiling players in the league. Like what
they drop?
Envoy.
Oh, see, I don't know of them.
Yeah.
No.
They were building him up to be like the next scump for Optic. That's what everybody was hyping him up for, and then now he's gone.
There could never be another next scump.
The thing is he didn't
is simp, but he's not even gonna come close to like how big scump is.
The thing is that he didn't get dropped. He's a restricted free agent. Like everyone is still restricted free agents.
Envoy's unrestricted.
Oh, he is unrestricted.
He didn't. Yeah, because they were talking about the 1+1. So everyone who signed at the beginning of MW, so the only people that apply to that really are like the FaZe roster, like the core 3, and then like Envoy, Scump, and Formal, because they all signed like with the team they're still with. So they basically had 2 years on a contract. After this year, all those contracts are up. So he basically didn't re-sign, and now he's unrestricted, so he can go anywhere.
Sorry. Oh, so like Slack even just said y'all gonna be mind blown of what I'm hearing about roster mania.
Yeah, that's why Crim's restricted, because Crim probably signed a fat-ass contract after MW.
Look, all I'm saying is they either need to decide which AR they're gonna keep between Dashy and Formal. One of them has to leave because you can't have both
they gotta
of them on
start
the
the whole.
same.
They gotta scrap. If they're gonna drop Envoy, they gotta scrap the rest of the team. Like most of them, except like obviously Scump and someone else.
That's the thing is though, is that if Formal decides that he's gonna stay, then he's gonna want to play with Scump. And if he can't play with
100%,
Scump,
he's
then
not playing.
Scump is probably gonna retire because they're friends. Dashy either needs to decide if he wants to be a dominant like AR or a dominant sub at this point, because being a flex, all he wants to do is use a fucking AR. He uses a sub every now and then, but he needs to decide which one he wants to like use the most come next year. And he needs to actually, I think, specialize in a role, but like either be a main AR or be a sub player. I don't think he's gonna be a good flex.
He's just a gunny. That's why I don't think he.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he needs to specialize because he needs to stop hunting. Because when he hunts, that's when the team starts like getting fucked because he leaves lanes completely like wide open. And I feel like they need to drop Formal in my opinion. But like I said, if you drop Formal, you're gonna lose Scump.
I don't think Scump's going anywhere. Like Scump's gonna stay and play regardless, and he won't be happy about it, but he'll play. But Formal, if he does get dropped, he's done. Like I don't think he's definitely not playing with anybody.
No, I don't think anybody wants to play with him. Formal was one of the worst ARs this year. Like strictly stat wise, Formal was terrible like all year long. He was always doing bad. He had like 2 or 3 games where he would do like pretty well, but that was it. And they also need to figure out their coaching situation. Either Sender needs to be
they don't need to get rid of Sender, they need to get more coaches.
Sender just needs to figure out what the fuck he wants to do. Like,
because I mean,
he needs to be a more aggressive coach, in my opinion, because he, like people always talk about, like they had one setup for everything. They had one A setup, one B setup, one A push, one B push. Like
that's the problem though. Like literally, we have more coaches than a pro team. Like if you look at FaZe and Ultra, they said they had 7 combined coaches and analysts on those 2 teams. Like you need a coach, you need an S&D coach, and then you need an analyst that can actually like look at a map and be like, all right, we have a tendency to do this way too much. We're gonna fix this. Like they just have Sender doing it all. Like it's not gonna work for them.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, at least a head coach should be able to come up with more than one strat for each map, because that's what plagued them all year long, was because people would make adjustments. Like the fact that they even won a couple rounds on Toronto actually blew my mind, because Toronto's like S&D was ridiculous.
Yeah,
like they were just like 5 steps ahead of everybody else in Surge this whole year. So I don't know. I have no idea what Optic needs to do or what the fuck they're gonna do. Whatever they do, I'm probably not gonna be happy with, as most of Optic fans aren't going to be.
Like that's what I'm saying.
No one's gonna be happy with it, so we just have to deal with it. So I have no idea. I'm kind of curious to see what they'll do.
Fire Jacob. Fire Jacob, please.
Oof.
Okay, but we talk about shit that Jxszrr doesn't know. I want you to talk to me about some stuff that I don't know about. Like what? See, I don't follow like some of these YouTubers big. What is this? What's so big and important about this like Hamlin situation? And the other and who else? Like I don't follow them, so I don't. Really
you don't know 𝙃𝙤𝙨𝩨 Hamlins? What's wrong with you?
Like I've heard of them.
You weren't watching Fortnite. You weren't watching Fortnite like maybe last year, 2 years. Like see, that's what it is. They were like the biggest like content creators when it came around Fortnite. 𝙃𝙤𝙨, Hamlin's, Myth were like the trio to watch back in the day, and it was just the funniest things ever.
I would say I've never watched like any.
Back when Hamlin's and 𝙃𝙤𝙨 were in TSM, they said TSM stand for 3 sus men, which was Myth, 𝙃𝙤𝙨, and Hamlin's, which is the funniest thing ever. So just some of the stuff that they were doing was like too funny. Like it would be like 3 o'clock in the morning, they would still be live just doing some stupid shit every time.
Where they
it was
come
just
from?
too funny. I don't know where they're exactly from.
Were they on an org at all, or?
Yeah, TSM. They were in TSM, but the thing happened as they like completely disappeared for a year. 𝙃𝙤𝙨 was going with some health problems, and I think Hamlin was having some family issues, like some loss in his family and stuff like that. So they like completely disappeared for the whole year. Last year they were gone. None of them streamed, no tweets, no Instagram posts, nothing. And then just out of nowhere, there's a billboard and posters that went up in LA with their pictures and says "Find these streamers." And they made a YouTube channel called Find These Streamers. Nobody knew who was running it. Then like they went live, that channel went live of the billboard, and a group of people walked by with hoodies, ski mask, and everything, broke the glass, and it was them two. They were talking, saying that we're back. Be ready at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And then they announced that they're back, and they have their own Thum house, which is a content creating house for NRG now. So they left TSM, and now they're with NRG.
Oh. I mean, they did a fire job with like the promotion of it.
Yeah,
because I was like, I kept seeing all that stuff about all of it, and I was like, I don't even know who these guys are, but I keep seeing.
Yeah, and then
stuff
I think the day before they announced or whatever, like them coming back, whatever, they both tweeted just the eye emoji and didn't say anything else about that.
Okay,
and that was going viral.
Because I remember seeing that tweet because Jxszrr was like putting like, wait, what? Like that, they quoted it. I was like, who's this?
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no way that they're coming back because all that stuff came up, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be back. But then some people were like, oh, it's just a prank. Some guy probably just put the billboard up or whatnot. Yeah. And then come to find out it was them the whole time, dude. That did that. So it was pretty big just to leave from TSM for a whole year, don't say nothing about it, and then just join NRG out of nowhere. That's nuts.
It would have been crazy if they joined FaZe or some shit.
Tell me about it. But who knows? But I'm just glad that they're back, more content coming back, so it's always fun to watch.
I know you're a big FaZe fan. You still trying to get to that MFAM cookout?
I'm trying, but I don't think we'll be able to make it. It's just money issues going around and stuff like that. We thought it would be later in the month of September, but it's like early September.
Quick. I heard they announced that, and it's like hella quick. Like they're just pulling up.
Yeah, they were saying it was gonna be like late September, early October. So that's what we were pushing for and seeing if it was. But
how many
it's like
people
mid-September.
It's gonna be like a hell lot of people. I know they're doing it in a stadium. Like how many people?
Yeah, they're doing it in a. I don't know. You're supposed to pre-register, and if you get in, you get in. If not, you can't get in. So you have to pre-register to get in.
Like,
but
what do you know here?
I know it's MFAM, so that's just about to be hella people in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
I want to take a quick break to head into our sponsor for today's episode. It's a new one for you guys today. It is Glassy. All your gaming and sunglasses needs. They got gaming, sunglasses. They even got prescriptions for you with that blue light protection. If you're like us and you game way too long, and you need like you need some stylish lenses on, go ahead and copy some of these. I mean, if you game, you know, like your eyes hurt, you get off the game, you be like, man, you look around, you're like, what am I doing? I've been too cracked all day. I'm liking these though. I saw the Mayfairs the other day. If you're looking at my stream, I might cop these. These might be the ones.
Oh yeah,
I bought a couple yesterday.
Oh damn, you didn't give me none? How you?
So I got a sunglasses. So I got the blue.
Hold on.
Hey, go to the sunglasses bar.
Shop. Oh, that's gaming. I'm drunk.
Oh wow, nice.
Well, you could have just clicked the sunglasses.
Which ones did you get?
All right, so I got the Morrison premiums with the blue and black ones.
We got the Morrison chat. Look, you want to be like Dukey? You want to get cracked like Dukey? Get the Morrisons. Which one?
Oh, okay, Dukey.
Yeah, blue and black.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You see it. And look, the beauty is use code KGK all day, just like everything else at the end of your checkout. Get a discount. If you get on there now, you even get a buy one get one free. So you can buy the Morrisons, and you can go back and get the glasses that I want. You can get some gaming and some sunglasses. You'll be straight. Again, it's GlassyEyewear.com, and if you go there, use code KGK all day at the end of your checkout. Get a little discount.
Tell him one time. Tell him one more time. What was it?
I'm telling you, KGK all day on GlassyEyewear.com. That's GlasssyEyi. Or no, I'm drunk. EYEWEAR.com. Glassy Eyewear. Use KGK all day at checkout. Get a discount. Buy one, get one free. I mean, now's the time to do it. This isn't going to last forever. I know it's a back-to-school special. You can buy one, get another one free, but that's going to do it for that sponsor. Make sure you guys head there after this. After this, I want you on there immediately. Getting you some.
If they don't got it, you don't want it.
I'm telling you, they got it all. Like I said,
let them know.
The Morrisons, he gonna be looking fresh.
I think I got the Morrisons for the gaming glasses too, because it's buy one get one free. So
yeah,
especially now that he's newly single on the shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna need some.
Show off the
ladies, I have sunglasses. Ladies.
Ooh. Not just any sunglasses.
But Glassy Eyewear sunglasses.
Glassy.
Let them know.
I want to get some. If
That's a KGK all day.
if we get some chat, and if I get to 100 followers, me and Dukey might do a little 24-hour stream with these glasses on. We might have to pull something off.
See,
I mean, hold on. Wait, hold on, Dukey. Are we already owed a 24-hour stream?
Yeah, Dukey owes us one. Like, you can't let me catch up to you. I got 80 right now. If you let me catch up to you and do one, it's problems.
I might just put out a tweet to get RonDo up there.
Yeah, but I say gas me that 100.
I need to see how many followers I have. 1 second.
Ooh.
Too many. You should have been done it. But speaking of Dukey being single and all, Jxszrr, I know you got a wife. How long have you been married?
Oh, been married a year. We just had a year in July. We've been together for 6 years now.
Ooh. How'd y'all meet? We're gonna do this for the sappy fans in the chat. How'd you guys meet?
Congratulations.
Respect.
Appreciate that. We met back in 6th grade, 2011. We ended up dating for a little bit, broke up because the way like the school was, 6th grade you went to like a whole different school, so you had kids from all over the city going like to different schools. We ended up meeting at that one, and we ended up breaking up because we were going to different middle schools. Always kept in contact, never had a bad breakup or whatever. Then we ended up getting back together in 10th grade, and then just been together ever since.
True high school, middle school romance.
Yeah, middle school. Yep.
That's love right there. Oh my god.
Oh, sí, señor.
I mean, we had like a similar school situation because we did middle school, and then our freshman year in high school was a separate school, where the two high schools went, and then sophomore through senior we went to separate schools.
Yeah, it all depends like where you lived at.
I remember seeing all the girls crying with their athletic boyfriends saying, "Oh my god, we're going to different schools," and I'm just like, "Jeez."
I would say anytime you saw someone from South and Blue Springs dating, you're like in middle school, you're like, yeah, it ain't gonna last. They're gonna go to separate schools and they're gonna be wilding out.
It was bad because in my math class there was a girl that sat in front of me, and she had a fat crush on me, and she was actually one of Brayton's like best friends growing up, and she never told me, but she told him, and so he would tell me. But he didn't tell her that he told me, so I was like, I knew. But she didn't know that I knew.
That he knew that she didn't know that you knew.
Exactly. I knew that she liked me, but she didn't know that I knew that. And so like all year, like she'd flirt with me. She'd like dress up in like pretty dresses or whatever, like trying to come in like, and. I was too scared to date at the time. I still thought girls had cooties, even as a freshman. And then on top of that, I knew she was going to South, and she finally like told me, like it's like the second or third last day of school, like really close to the end, because it was like that's when we started doing those block hours. So it was like you wouldn't see like a certain class on the last day of school, And so we found out we weren't gonna be like in the same class on the last day of school, and she told me, she was like she really liked me and she wanted to date and blah blah blah, and I was like, I'm going to Blue Springs, you're going to South. I was like, I don't got a car, so
you're like, I don't fuck with the South
out here breaking hearts.
The business around here.
It's like, see you later. I mean, I liked her, but like I said, I thought girls had cooties, so I was like, so I didn't do it.
Still Jiggy?
Dude, look, at the time I was saving dating until marriage. So I wasn't gonna date till marriage. Exactly.
Hold on. How are you gonna get married if you weren't dating?
That's the point. That's the joke. I was saving dating until being married.
He just likes someone. Will you marry me?
She's like this quick.
The thing is now she's married to one of my best friends who is from South, and now they have a kid. So I'm like, I guess it worked out for her pretty well. So props to her. She went and found hers.
Saying that, you good? You okay?
Just pain.
I'm cool.
I'm chilling.
Y'all want kids, Jxszrr? Y'all gonna have a little.
Come on, bro. Everybody's asking me, bro. I'm 22. Give me a little bit.
Look, I feel you, because I just got married in April, and it's like as soon as we got married, I was like, so when you have it? I was like, I'm young. I don't want kids right now.
My wife's at work right now. I'm surprised you saying kids. She didn't just teleport it through the door and just What'd you say about kids?
like everybody bringing up kids. She's like, oh, they be kind of. I was like, nah, we're not now yet. You got a while for that one.
Whoa. Come on, G. Relax, bro. I got two niece. Ain't no fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? I love my niece.
I hate kids, bro.
It's like every time I pick up my niece, my wife is like, oh. I said, hey, relax. Put the baby right back down. Right back down.
See, I'm the type of person that's like, I'll be sitting in the restaurant while them kids are running around. I'm like, please smash your head on the corner of that, like on that table. Like, I despise kids, bro.
Oh
my little brother and sister, they ruin kids for me. So,
why does Dukey be the one that pop out with the most kids?
Facts.
Out of all the kids you can, he got all the kids.
You're gonna have one by accident, and then you're gonna like fall in love with kids and end up with like 6.
Aporia's gonna hate Jiggy with all them jerseys they gotta make.
You really think me? You think I'm gonna be the one with how much I talk about how much I hate kids?
It be the people who talk about not wanting kids be the one to have the most kids.
That is very true because a lot of people be like I hate kids.
Look, I'm not having a Donnie Diane situation. I'm not having kids.
You be in here trying to assistant coach. They be coming by, get the fuck out. Like
you have little Jiggy right there. No, we should have went that way.
Look, Smurf will even tell you, like, he gets annoyed with his kid when he's trying to coach because his kid will come up and he's like, bro, you're like,
Smurf kills me when he's like on the mic and he's like what? He's like, yes, son.
That happened on the stream too.
Yeah. So yeah, no. When I see that, I'm like, absolutely the fuck not. I don't want kids. Like,
that's.
And if I did like in high school, and then like as I got through college,
like you're like, I want a son.
I was like, I wanted a son, and like I wanted like the 3 of us to like have kids that were like similar age, like around the same age, so they'd grow up and be friends too. But like I've since given up on that dream. Like I do not want kids. Like after I realized how expensive living was just in general, and then I realized how much debt that I racked up in college, and realized how much I enjoy my free time and how much I enjoy my spending money. I'm like, I don't want no kids. I'm too selfish. And like me and my girlfriend talk about it, and it's like I changed my mind. Like one week I'm like, maybe kids would be okay, and then like the next like month I'm like, nah. And so when I'm like, if you're too flip-floppy like that, then you shouldn't be a parent. Like if you're on the fence about it, you shouldn't be a parent. Because then you already know.
Fence, though. You'll start on the fence, and then it kind of just like you start teetering towards the other end of the fence. Like,
yeah,
you know, maybe.
But that's the thing is, like, you don't want to fuck up while you're on the fence, because then you're gonna be like, I didn't want this. Exactly. Now you're fucked. Like it don't matter whether you want it or not. Here it comes. Like. So I don't want no kids.
The thing is with like me and Olivia, it's like flip flopped. Like at the like before we started dating, she's like, I never want kids. I hate them. But it's like when we got together, she's like okay, because she's like with me, she's like okay, but like I would want to have kids with you. And then I was starting to get like nah. But now she's like, oh, I want kids. I'm like nope, like no, not happening.
Watch, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, we should maybe try. And she's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want to. We basically flip flop. Like now she has the baby fever, and I have to be the one that's the strong one. Like nah, not happening.
There's times where I'll just send like 1 or 2 TikToks of like some baby stuff to my wife, and she's like, "Why would you do this?" I said, "I don't know. I was just in the mood. I just wanted to send it to you.
You missed your window. That's all I'm saying."
I was like, "I just wanted to show you something cute. Relax. I think babies are cute. It's just I don't hold right now.
I don't, bro. Babies look like aliens, bro.
Infant babies are ugly. No one can convince me otherwise.
Newborns look like they're from another planet. They look like parasites.
They don't get cute till like they're almost a year. Like that almost a year, and then like a year through like the rest of their toddler phase.
Not even.
Then they'll be kind of cute. But like they're babies are ugly.
Diggy sounds so offended by you saying that, RonDo. It was like
kids. Like cute? No.
Listen, like 6 to 8 months is when they're cute to me, and then once they become a year old. And then they start like crawling and toddling. That's when I'm like, smash your face on that table, please. Like
for him is when they start talking. He's like,
like from the minute that they can start annoying me, which is basically once they come out, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like you're telling me, okay, listen. You know, I grew up.
Now he's trying to justify himself.
Listen,
tell us the backstory.
I grew up changing diapers. Like I've been changing diapers for my little brother and sister because I was 8 when my sister was born. And I think I was 10 when my little brother was born. And my parents, they used to dump those kids on me and my brother my older brother that I live with. They used to dump them on us all the time. And I used to get pissed because I would literally be like, I'd be taking a nap after practice, like sitting on the couch, and I hear a fucking baby crying. I have to run upstairs. I gotta go change a fucking diaper. Now imagine that at like 3 o'clock in the morning when you got work in the fucking morning. You want to deal with that shit with poop all up the baby's back because they can't do nothing. They're just laying down in their own shit. Like
Oh,
you
that's
want to deal with that? You really want to deal with that for like
you know what's funny?
years?
I said the same exact example to my wife, and she's like, "I'll deal with it. You don't have to." I said, "God damn it."
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Like, when
you
it
know
happens, you're gonna be like, "You do it." Like, what happened?
You know what? You see it all the time in movies and in freaking commercials and stuff. When that baby monitor
What
goes up,
movies are you watching?
or fuck,
For
what's the
not
movie
liking
called?
babies, you watching a lot of baby movies.
There's one with Ryan Reynolds where they like switch. I forget what the fucking movie's called. I'll find it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like the stereotype of like, it's like the guy's turn, or like it's your turn. They like smack him, like go get the fucking baby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Once
Like
you have
then
them
that
kids,
baby
it's a
monitor
different
goes
story.
off. When that baby
Oh,
monitor goes
my.
off, they're not thinking, and they're tired. They're not thinking, oh, you don't have to deal with it, honey. I got it. They're just go get the fucking baby, bitch. Like go. That damn baby's crying over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
no,
gonna
bro.
send
I'm
my
not
wife
trying to
this
deal with
episode
that.
of the podcast. See what she says.
Like, go
I'm
watch
like,
that episode.
fuck
You still
no.
want these kids?
I was gonna say, you gotta then like, you know how many times I'd wake up like, cause there'd be times where they'd go out of town and like him and I would be watching them, and like we'd have to fucking put the baby monitor in our room, or we'd have to like sleep in my parents' room with the baby monitor, so that way when it goes off, we get up and go get the fucking kid, and then I'm sitting there at 4 o'clock in the morning in a fucking rocking chair like a goddamn grandma rocking this baby to sleep. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm like 11 years old. Like I'm like, bro, I want to go to fucking
See,
bed.
that's just wild to go out of town while you have like a newborn, you know, or like just a young baby. That's one thing. If I was there, I'd never fucking do that.
Because
Hell no.
they didn't want the kids, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. That they
That's
were on the
crazy.
fence about it, had the kid, fucked up, and they're like, shit, I don't want this thing. Like
I want
And then they had more.
exactly. And they had more. Well, what happened was they were in a failing marriage, so they did that meme with the Flex Seal, and it's like failing relationship, and it's like spewing
And then
water.
was with the
It's
kids.
like babies. That's what happened.
I've seen the same fucking meme. Oh, that's
What
priceless.
happened twice, so no, I don't want fucking kids, bro. My little siblings ruin children for me. I'll never want kids in my life,
That's crazy.
ever.
Dukey?
I'll be like 50 years old, rich as fuck, and I'll be like, I'm glad I ain't had
Dukey,
no
what do you
kids.
think,
Dukey,
Dukey?
you want kids?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, yeah. I mean, like 2 is my limit. Like, I don't want nothing more than 2. But I mean, I have to find a girlfriend first. So
See, I didn't want to say it. I don't want to be an asshole. I didn't want to say
nah, I mean, it's just the truth. It's the truth.
it. Dukey
Like-
said when I mess with him.
Another thing too is like, you gotta buy those kids a damn car too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you
Like,
don't.
No, you don't.
No, you
They work for it.
No, you don't.
now
said that?
this is what I like. This is the parenting
said
stuff.
that?
Go get your own fucking car.
I was about to say, you could work your ass off and get your own car. What are you talking about?
But like, if you think about it though, like, that's 2 mouths to feed, like, or however many kids you have, that's however many mouths to feed. That's however many extra like shit you gotta add on to your bills. That's however many cars you gotta. That's however many hells and however many nas for me, bro. I don't
Hey,
want.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a lot of government money. No, I'm just joking.
I don't even think that you spend on them immediately because you have to. Diapers ain't cheap, homie. You know how much? Okay, do you know how much diapers are right now? You ever like just walk past the toilet paper aisle in Walmart and like you see the diapers when you walk by? You ever just like see how much they are now?
See, no,
Yeah,
I
diapers are
when I'm at
expensive.
Walmart, I'm so
Diapers.
strategic. I go around the baby stuff. My wife is still in the baby mood, so I take the long route to get the toilet paper. So no.
See, let's say like when you walk by, like a box of diapers is like $35.
Yeah. And the thing
Like,
is, they only
it's
come with like 80 in there. I was like, that's gonna last you like 2 months, if that.
Sometimes not even that. Like sometimes you get like the ones that's like it's almost like $1 a diaper. It's like, are you kidding me? They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some paper.
Just-
Like
Y'all must not be going to enough Spanish baby showers because I'm telling you, yo, they get everything. They stock up diapers for all 18 years. I
Like,
swear.
If I had a baby shower, I'd be like, put on the list like nothing but diapers.
We like a couple months ago, we recently went to my wife's best friend's like baby shower. Bro, she made her a diaper cake, my wife, and then she's like, as gifts, her best friend still got more diapers on that. And it was like
Jesus.
diapers for like, I think it was from like newborn all the way to like to 5,
Yeah.
whatever, however.
however
Like,
many months.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's another thing is like you gotta realize that those fuckers are gonna be in diapers for like 2 years. So you're gonna be dropping that much money on diapers, however many weeks or like years. Like if you just think about like if you bought
That's
a
if you
$30
correctly.
yeah, I would say like that's if you spent $30 just on a box of diapers for 1 week and a year's 52 weeks, you do the math there. That's already upwards of however much money. I'm not gonna do the math, but like I'm not doing that shit, bro. That's money I can
Crazy.
spend on beer, wings, video
No, here we
games,
go.
PC parts, you name it, bro. Clothes,
Oh, God.
shoes, my car. Like fuck a diaper, bro. All they're gonna do is shit in it, and then I throw it away, and I never see it again. The fuck? Absolutely not.
You can save it, make a diaper shrine if you really wanted to save your money.
Yeah, okay.
Throw them through the washing machine, reuse them.
That is
Nathan's
so
face was
disgusting.
No.
that is so disgusting.
People walk in your house. What's
JP,
that
you
smell?
good?
Oh, it's my wall of diapers. I ain't throwing them away
JP,
yet.
you good? Is that what you want? At the little kitchen behind you on that wall? Just a wall of diapers?
You seen wait, have you seen like the SpongeBob episode where they're taking care of the little scallop baby and then SpongeBob is like pointing out all the diapers, he's like and then he rips the freaking wall off and the house is made of diapers.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Points out the window, exactly. But no.
That's what
Hell
JP gonna
no.
be doing.
I was gonna say, like, I've actually made people like reconsider children before with like when they'll talk to me like, yeah, what do you think about children? I'll be like, and I'll tell them like the shit I dealt with when I grew up, and they're like, yeah, maybe not. Like,
I guess.
I was babysitting my little brother. He had just learned how to crawl. We had these little railings like when you walked into my house. You remember my old house like you guys met me in
Yeah.
when I moved to Blue Springs? Like, you know when
Yeah.
you first walked in my front door and you like looked to the right, there was like that little like awkward like rail in between the post and the wall. It's just that rail connecting them. Okay, my little brother, I left the room for like maybe 20 seconds. Like it was not long. I think I literally went to the kitchen, which is the next room over, to get the chips out so I had something to eat because I was starving. I come back in and my brother's head is stuck in the freaking rail. And I'm like, and he's like screaming bloody murder. Like you literally think this newborn was being killed. And I was like, what the fuck? Like how? So like naturally I go over there and I'm like, how am I supposed to get this kid's head out without killing him? Damaging his head, breaking his neck, something. So I'm stressed the fuck out. And I call my parents, and then naturally, my parents are pissed off at me because their kid, I left the room for a few seconds. Now their kid is stuck in a fucking rail, and they gotta drive all the way back home from wherever the fuck they are to come and get their kid out. And I'm like, look, this is your kid. I did not want this. I
Oh,
be
God.
playing video games.
Like, I didn't
I
have
did
this
not want
kid.
to be babysitting. Like I feel like I already raised kids, and I feel like that's why I don't want kids anymore. Was because of how often I had to watch those damn kids. We
Somebody
didn't
said on the podcast.
we
JP,
didn't call
no
them
kids.
No kid.
we didn't call them like little siblings. We called them terrorists. Like I
Oh,
literally,
God.
we'd literally be like, yeah, like I have to watch the terrorists today because they were horrible
Jesus.
kids. Like
That's like COD timing though. Leave
I
for
don't
20
want kids.
seconds, come back.
exactly head stuck in a freaking
Be
rail.
advised, your teammate got their ass kicked.
You just hear, yo, help me out over here.
I was just looking at you. What's wrong with you?
Like, fuck them kids, bro. It will
Oh,
forever be fuck them kids.
Speaking of that, are you excited for the Warzone map? You about to get a new map. Just
I was
for
gonna ask you about
Vanguard.
that. Yeah.
See, I don't like Verdansk. It's too campy.
That's the
People-
thing. They're not. It's not gonna be
too slow.
Verdansk.
Don't take away my rebirth.
They
Leave my
probably
rebirth
will.
alone. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed if they do. So
I don't
pissed. I love
understand
that.
why they would, like, why they keep taking it out, putting it back in, or whatever. Like,
They haven't taken it out since. Oh God, long ass time. Like you know,
they
how
took it out in, they took it out in Blackout, and then they put it back in, and people were like, "Why did you take it out in the first place?" Like, it's
No,
pretty
see, I didn't like
apparent that,
Blackout.
like, well, I mean, I played it, but it's like it's very apparent though that like the battle royale community likes, like you know what I mean, like having the
Alcatraz, yeah.
respawns, like Alcatraz.
yeah, it's
like,
just it's
smaller
fast
map.
paced.
Yeah,
Definitely
exactly.
way more fast paced than
It's not
Verdansk. You
as
can get more
campy.
games of Rebirth. You can get way more games of Rebirth in than you can with a game of Verdansk. Like that's just too long.
Exactly.
can't-
Like when I go into fucking a battle royale game, like I don't want to sit there and camp and hide. Like I want to go push shit. Like I want to third party people. Like I want to get as many kills as I can. And then I go into Verdansk and I'm like, I'll get my loadout and I'm like, all right, bet, where is everybody? I'll pull up a UAV. Everybody's got ghosts already. I'm like,
Remember,
Either
remember when
you're running in the field and you just get sniped out of nowhere by some kid sitting in a window. I'm like, nah.
Remember when we first started? All we did was camp and hide until the circle got small.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So now I fucking find a trophy. I find a car.
Now
I'm trying to
we're
push
aggro.
shit. I'm about to say, but then it gets you killed because you'll third party somebody. Then all of a sudden you'll get fourth party. Like
Also,
somebody
I
will
heard
come up
that,
and third party you.
Ghost next year is not going to work unless you're moving.
Oh, thank God.
So,
Yeah.
like, if you're sitting
that's
still,
pretty
if
smart.
you're sitting
I think
still,
that's in.
Ghost isn't
I think
gonna
that might
work.
be in pubs though. I don't know if they said anything about it being in Warzone.
I don't know.
But
They
even
should do it in
then,
Warzone.
I'm always running around, so I ain't gotta deal with that.
Yeah, they should do it in Warzone because like it makes more sense. Like if you're moving, then you can't be. So if you're sitting still, then somebody can.
Isn't that the way it is in Cold War, or am I tripping?
No.
That's Ninja, and that's for motion
Ninja, oh,
detectors
okay,
from
gotcha.
field mics.
But like
Gotcha.
in
was
terms of
gonna bring
like
that up.
Ghost being seen on a mini map, like you can sit still all you want and you're not gonna be seen.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you this because obviously the three of us we appreciate games for the comp side, like the comp
Yeah.
standpoint of things. For somebody who's not competing, who's somebody who just likes to play like pubs, or somebody who likes to play zombies or custom games, or even just Warzone in general, what is something that you're looking forward to for the next COD? Like, what is something you want to see in the next COD that other CODs probably didn't have, or things that you liked or whatever?
Jetpacks.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. One answer.
Give us
Jetpack. No,
jetpacks.
but I don't know. It's got to be fun. Like it's got to keep me entertained. To like, it's got to like the way Warzone is now. Like I can play it all day and won't get bored of it, even though it's like the same thing over and over. But it's just like if you change one thing, it could lead you to winning or whatnot. You know what I mean? So like if they can keep me just entertained in the new COD, it'll be fine. Like I was just playing the alpha on my PlayStation, my brother. It was like that new game mode that they got, and it's fun
Yeah,
because
me
it's
too.
something. It's completely different. Like it's something new. Like you have 12 lives. You face this team for 45 seconds. If you stay with all your lives, you face a different team that has their X amount of lives, and you keep going until you win. Like that's something brand new. That's fun.
Yeah, the
I wouldn't
concept
mind
is
playing
cool
that a
they're
while.
actually trying to come up with something new instead of just like
Yeah.
the same stale game modes.
Yeah, like when they did with AW Uplink. Nobody's ever heard of that before.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the biggest game in comp side, and that was the funniest thing to watch and play as well. So if they just do stuff like that, keep me entertained, it'll be fine. But if not, I guess I'm gonna keep playing Warzone and keep playing some Rocket League. But yeah, I got bored of Cold War, even just playing pubs. It was every time I got on, I was playing with Mondo and Barrett. We were doing the 3v3 gunfights and stuff like that. That's what we were playing because it was fun to play. It was just us three. We didn't have to worry about randoms and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I heard a lot of people complaining about the Champion Hill or whatever. I've heard people say that the game mode is like really stupid, but like just from because I haven't gotten to play it yet. How did the game feel compared to like Cold War or like MW19?
For me, because I liked MW19's engine more than Cold War, I liked it. Like a little bit, but a little bit different at the same time. Like you could like the sliding mechanic was good. You could sort of slide cancel, but I couldn't get it down right, so I wasn't worried about doing it all the time. But then again, the maps are like really small, so it really didn't matter. But it was like just when you're getting damaged, like your screen got way too dark.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't like that. Even just playing as just to play it and not being like competitive and all that, it got way too dark. I didn't like it. For some reason, the name tags for me they were too big, and I kept aiming at the name tags, trying to shoot the person,
But
and
not
my
the body.
dumbass. Exactly, I'm like, why is the name tag so bright and big, and the body's like kind of dark, and I can't see it as well. That's what would get me killed every time.
Did you
But-
by chance try to bunny hop? Can you bunny hop in this game?
Yeah, you
bunny
can.
hop.
I got it down a couple times, but like I wasn't too worried about it. But
I'm so excited. I loved bunny hopping and fucking.
yeah, I do. I'm running in Warzone, and I'm just
literally just
around corners, just
I love
double
it.
checking.
It's so dope. Like I love it. But I will say this though. Scump. I was watching Scump play last night. There's definitely a bug, and this is what I was like kind of like nervous for when they started bringing in like how you can like shoot through walls and like damage the environment, like the what is it called, dynamic environment or something.
I don't know.
whatever it's called.
I like that. That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, but
check
like
that out.
But Scump was at one point, him and the guy were both staring through a structure, like a whole building,
Yeah.
and they both of their name tags were popping up. And they were just staring at each other through the
There was this
through the
clip that I
wall.
seen. It was on TikTok, and some guy was like, "Oh, there's already hackers in the game." But when I was playing some structures, you can actually see their name right through it, and for some reason, you got aim assist through it.
That's what I've been
And
hearing.
even me, like I'm playing on controller and stuff like that. I don't complain that aim assist is too strong or whatnot. But for some reason, I got aim assist through a building, and I seen their name tag as they were like going up a structure on a ladder, and I'm like, okay, he's on this side. And I'm like, that they gotta fix that, because if you can do that through almost all the buildings, that's just gonna be horrible.
They put
Especially for
anti-cheat in the game
competitive.
because they wanted to put their own cheat in the game.
I was about to say, especially for like competitive search and destroy, like if I can see somebody's name through a building, if I'm just scanning over it,
Even that, or it's like you're
just
just looking at the bomb and he's laying down, but you can't see him, but you're just scanning by, and you like
Yeah, you
it
see his
slows
name.
down. It's just like, okay, he's there.
Yeah, hey, he's on bomb. He's planning. He's planning. He's planning. Like exactly. So
yeah,
like,
that's just that for me. That's one thing they gotta fix, because that was a
Yeah.
little too much.
that was one thing I was hella nervous for, because you can destroy all those like structures. It was like you could probably start seeing people's names through shit, because like how are they gonna fine tune something like that, like in the coding? Like that's gonna be so difficult to fine tune something.
Not there. It's just
Yeah, the
like...
wall's not there compared to the
but
game.
I don't think they're gonna have those like destroyable walls everywhere on the map. You know what I mean? Like it looked like it was too much because it was the small like 2v2 map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe, but then again, we have to remember this is still an alpha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is before everything.
I'm
like
curious to see multiplayer.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I figured. Also, that's another thing too, that like I think people still need to realize, like the game is still an alpha. It literally just came out, and because I was watching a Scum stream too, and like people were just like
everywhere.
People were just like ripping it to shreds. They're like, "This is not even good. This looks awful." I'm like, "It's only been out for like 6 hours."
Yeah, it is. Like, yeah, it's PS4 and it's an alpha. Like the game did look like ass, like on like a console.
I mean,
it being an alpha. But like that's why I'm excited to see like the beta and actual multiplayer.
Yeah, and then when it comes out for PC,
yeah, like I want to see that stuff
before
I
and then
really
the
judge
patches.
it, because on console and being an alpha, that game looked like it just looked ass. Like the mechanics and the playstyle was kind of like but like just the way it looked like really hard to look at.
Like this is like the reason like they're doing the alphas, for people to tell them like what is going on. Like this is like what they want. It's not like the final game.
They're doing like an alpha like that, because I know they've been working on this game for longer than a year. Since it's Sledgehammer and they made their game 3 years ago. I know they've been working on it slowly for like over a year now. Like it's been at least 2 years. So it's like weird that they did like an alpha.
Didn't also MW19 got an alpha? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, I think every game's had an alpha.
I was about to say
but I'm saying like for us to play it, because I think I remember playing the alpha.
Yeah,
I played.
I remember playing MWs. I think I played the beta. I don't think I played the alpha.
Yeah, I played Cold War's alpha, but I didn't play MW's.
Let's say because it's on my Xbox. I remember looking at like a couple days ago. I just see the operators on it. This is MW beta.
I feel like Cold War's like the first game that like really pushed out a wide alpha. And then, like, this game is followed up by doing another alpha that they try and let a whole bunch of people play.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I mean, the alpha of Cold War that I played was, like, from what I saw, because I played it on my Xbox One, it looked similar to, like, this one. Like, the graphics were, like, really choppy, like, nothing was fine-tuned and everything, and then Cold War came out, and it looked good, I mean, when it came out.
This is why they need to stop doing alphas so specific to, like, I know they have a deal with Sony, but I was like, at some point, you guys got to be able to put an alpha out for everybody so everyone can see it. Because like, if you just do an alpha for PlayStation like they're doing, it's just going to look ass to everybody who watches it or plays it, because you're playing on a console.
Yeah, but the beta's coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's
not that long.
But
then the official release isn't going to be a while, so...
Yeah.
But see, like, also, like, that's one thing, too. Like, I didn't pre-order it, like, anytime, like, right now. Like, I still haven't done it because, one, the alpha came out on PlayStation. Like, I know I have enough time to get it at a later date, because I'm going to be getting my own alpha on the PC at a later time, so I don't have to pay for it technically now. Like,
you mean beta?
Yeah,
beta. Well, alpha, beta, whatever. Same with apple pie. I don't care.
Well, see, I don't got to pre-order it. I got 2 free beta codes. Watching CDL, I'll tell you, the only time I ever watch CDL is for free rewards. That's about it. Or FaZe is playing. That's it.
I I already pre-ordered it. The way I see it is like I'm gonna already spend money on it like later on. I might as well just do it now.
Yeah,
like
regular edition or the $100 edition?
Hell
a
no.
regular. I'll never pay for $100 edition of any game. I'm not dumb.
I'm very hard on the fact that like I will only pay that much if I'm getting something.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
I
remember
used to
that
do.
conversation
Yeah,
we
I
had.
was like, we just talk about like only way I'm spending that much money again is if like COD brings back doing cool things. Like give me a fucking toy. I don't care. I'll set up on my setup. Like give me something.
Give
Cool
me a
to have.
plushie or
Yeah,
something.
for $100, like I don't want a skin in a game. Like I want something that like I want a collectible. Yeah,
Like they
gonna
give you a
say,
plushie with the little Velcro in the
most
back. You
yeah,
pull it out. It's a little battle pass
yeah.
token. There you go.
Give me a collectible, not a skin in a game. Like I
I was
understand
gonna
what they're
say,
doing, but still.
most microtransactions in the game are like 10 to $20 regardless. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like why the fuck I gotta spend $40 on a
Yeah.
basically a microtransaction? Like
If I can just
not
buy the
stupid.
game and then just spend that like 15 on the exact skin I want, because I'm not gonna want them all. I'm only gonna wear
See-
one, and I usually stick with it for a minute.
The last time I bought any deluxe version of a video game was Red Dead, when Red Dead 2 came out, and I bought the deluxe version because it like came with like a certain skin and like you got like the best horse in the game or whatever, like off spawn or like off rip, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. And it was like only like $15 and I bought it, and then I literally never played the campaign of that game. I only played the multiplayer, and so I got literally nothing that I paid for, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. Like I'm never just wasting my money like that. So yeah. I remember I told somebody, I was like, yeah, I pre-ordered Vanguard, and they're like, "You spent $100?" I'm like, "No, no, I didn't. Like, there's a $60 option literally right next to it.
Oh
No,
god.
like I'm not an idiot, bro. I'm not doing that."
Like,
So speaking of
absolutely not.
microtransactions, what are you guys' thoughts on like all the cosmetic stuff, but like it's not allowed in comp? Like everything gets GA'd, and as a like someone who's not in comp, I think GA is like the stupidest thing
GAs, like
ever.
even people in comp, if you ask anybody like us, like GAs, I think are stupid because you GA something that you're allowed to use anyway. The cosmetics, though, I understand because some of them, like the lasers, it just makes it hard to see on the map, like more hard than it needs to be. And it's like I'd rather not have a tracer that makes it hard to see. Like I get it,
Well,
and then I
it
get some of the
throws you off in a
yeah.
gunfight.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
get in a gunfight and you just have purple flashing in your face. Like I get why they do that one, and then like some of the other gun variants just make the gun shoot straighter than it should if you don't already have like the way the recoil
You
works.
sure?
Yeah, the way the recoil works on some of the one like the AK-74U that doesn't have the barrel on it. The way the recoil
escape
pattern
plan.
works, because
Yeah.
the barrel shoots how it does, it just looks straighter. So it's like I get some of those, but some of the gun GAs, that stuff's stupid. I don't get that one. But like cosmetic stuff, it like I guess it makes sense for some of it.
I get annoyed with the cosmetic stuff because it's like I feel like we can't enjoy the same shit too, like some of the COD players, like comp players. It's like I'll buy this skin because I'm like, oh, that looks dope, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, in tournaments you're not allowed to use this and this and this. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of me buying it then? Like I'm just gonna
Yeah,
fuck
like
around
stuff
and league
like that
play
just
with
makes
it.
no sense.
Like I bought it to be unique, like you know what I mean. Like I bought it because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, like he uses this skin. Like when I see a player like holding a gun, like for example, if all four of us had the same like operator skin, but then each one of you guys had like your own gun skin, like on the map. If I glance at like if I'm looking at my mini map and then I glance to like the left out of my peripheral and I see your gun, I know who's next to me. I don't even need to look at your name. Like
Yeah.
I know what skin RonDo uses on the map at all times. I'll literally pick up his AR and I'm like, JT, I have your AR.
Yeah.
Or like I'll see Dukey's AR on the floor. I'm like, that's Dukey's AR. Like I know exactly what he has on his gun. Like I know exactly what like attachments. So it's just frustrating because it's like I think it's just stupid.
Yeah, I'm
Like
okay with no
the whole
tracers, but I
cosmetic
think
thing.
skins should be fine. Like, but
Yeah,
I also think
skins
that
should be fine.
I think CDO players like are different just because they're really playing to cater towards the broadcast. Like the broadcast, like what you see, none of them actually had that stuff on. Like none of
Yeah.
the players
Yeah.
actually have those skins or those gun camos on. It's just the broadcast that puts like the team's uniforms on. Because some of those camos, you're not going to want to run around like fucking bright ass camo. You know, like Florida, you don't want to play Search and Destroy in Miami with a Florida Mutineers like skin. Like you're gonna be loud as hell. Everybody's gonna see you. So it's like I know for them it doesn't really matter, but like at the amateur level, they really GA a bunch of stuff that you want to use.
It's annoying. Like it actually pisses me off. So, but yeah, that'll bring me into my next thing. That the GAs, like GAing weapons this year. I mean, they do it every year, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. But like this year, they better not like GA every fucking thing in the game.
Especially with it being a
Like-
World War II game, there's not gonna be that many games.
Guns.
Or yeah, guns. Like I was like, there's only a handful of fucking guns that you can use. I was like, please don't
Literally,
GA everything. We're not gonna have anything to
yeah.
use.
I'm literally begging for a couple things in comp. I'm begging for jetpacks. I'm begging for a 3-gun meta. Like, make it fun again. Make it unique. Something. Like,
Next year they
BO4
gotta go jetpacks. There's no shot. After this many
Yeah.
like years of no jetpacks, they have to go back at next year.
But before we get on that, like I don't understand GAing guns because literally you can use it too. Like
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
you can do it too phase up type shit. Like it's dead ass. Like you can use the AK-47. If you're getting ripped by the fucking AK-47,
Just use
pull
it.
the fucking AK-47
Yeah.
out. Like okay, or
It's just
like
weird
oh
to
the
me.
XM4 is too fucking good. We should GA it. Why don't you just fucking use it? Like I just don't get it. Like the 1911, they GA'd a pistol.
Yeah,
Because
a
the pistol was
sidearm.
too
I was
good.
like,
Wait, what?
you only use
The
a
next-
sidearm in an emergency situation. Like you may pull that thing
Yeah.
out like 2 or 3 times in a map, and people are GAing it. And I was like, we don't even
Oh my
use it
God.
that much. Like, what do you
Literally
mean?
will only pull that thing out if I'm on the hill and I run out of ammo, or if
Yeah.
I'm an AR player and I'm going into a close range fight. Like that's the only time I'll ever pull that thing out.
It's barely out. That's why I'm like
not like-
confused.
Yeah, it's not like I'm running around the map with this thing and just like tapping
So they
people.
so
with
they
it, like
so they GA a single shot pistol, but leave a 3-burst pistol in.
The 3-burst
Yeah.
sucks. That's why.
No, but I'm just saying,
the
like,
3-round was terrible.
oh
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah.
I was mad because it's like, why are we GAing a pistol that everyone is using? It's not like only certain players can use that pistol, and it's not like the pistol was that great anyway. It still took 3 bullets to kill someone.
Yeah.
Like you still had to go doom 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 to kill somebody. Like
GAs will never make sense to me because it's like
I hate it.
If
I
you
hate
can
it,
all
bro.
use it, why are you mad? It'd be different if it was like a very specific gun you had to pay for or like something stupid. But I'm like, everyone can use this gun. Why are you GAing it? What? Like,
It just makes me mad because it's like it's whatever gun pisses off a certain pro, and it's
yeah.
usually
AR
it's usually
players that
slasher,
complain.
it's usually slasher, octane, and fucking Crim 6 that are the 3 guys that are just GA that. Crim's the one that got rid of snipers for the year, which I mean
Well,
I was
everyone
okay
was
with because
bitching
I
about
hated
those ones.
snipers.
Those ones are pretty
But
shot.
Crim was the one that got rid of snipers.
Yeah.
Like, it's just annoying. Like, stop GAing shit that you can use too. It just,
Yeah,
it
although
just
it's
takes
the
fun
one-
out of the game. Yeah.
Although was the one in Modern Warfare where like people would be running around with shotguns. Everybody on my team's like, "Oh, stop using shotguns." I'm like, just use it as well. Who fucking cares? So I'll
Yeah.
put on my shotgun, my 725. I'll put a riot shield on my back and start running around. Everybody's pissed off. Why are you using the shotgun? You know, you can use it as well,
Yeah,
right?
You can do it too,
You
bro.
can do
Just
the
pull it
same
out.
thing.
You can do 2 phases.
I was about to say, you can literally use it as a secondary. Pull the shit out. Put it on
It's
your
not like
class.
you. It's not like you can't counter a riot shield back in MW. You just put a thermite, throw a thermite on them, get it to stick, and you got them. That's it.
I was
like,
about
it
to say,
wasn't
yeah,
that
use
hard.
Simtex.
People don't
Exactly.
think hard
Like,
enough. They're just like, oh, this is good. I don't like it. Get rid of it. Like instead of like thinking, oh, I can pull this out too. Like I have the.
I'll still
ability.
never understand people who they see a riot shield and they immediately just stare at them, and they're like, "Is he gonna?
Like, you
throw
know, you
it?"
can like
And
you,
then they just go and just throw a knife you. I'm like, run side to side.
you can
jump
shoot
over
up on
him,
the side. You can jump up, look
slide
over them.
around him, bunny hop beside him, fucking use a Simtex, a flash, something instead of just. What do
But
I
then
do?
you-
Like
and then
hit
you-
freeze.
And then when you kill the riot shield player, they're like, "Oh my god, how would he kill me? I have my riot shield." You know, it doesn't cover your whole
doesn't-
body, right?
It's not a whole shell, homie. It's just in front of you.
Like you're not a fucking turtle with a shield. It's just in
That's what
front
I'm
of you.
saying.
Relax.
God, I was
Oh,
gonna
my
say,
Lord.
I'll never understand people who just don't know how to counteract shit in video games. Like,
Yeah, you're playing shit, man. Oh my god, there's a shotgun player, bro. Just bring out another shotgun.
bring out a shotgun.
Not
yeah.
that hard.
Or just sit back in a corner and let them run
Just
by.
wait for them to
like,
run. Exactly.
or just run in the shits then. So,
Or just be the asshole to have a riot shield, sit in the corner, and wait for them to come by, and just boom.
JT, please answer your wife. Okay, she's messaged me and said this is why my husband's not answering. So you need to answer your wife. Be a good husband.
When she texts the friends, that's how you know it's a problem. JT, what's wrong with
That's
you?
how you know,
It's
that's how you know I haven't
issue.
responded long enough.
I was about to say.
I'm like
You
used
need
to
to
like having.
respond.
I'm used to having my phone on my desk, and I'm just if I just think I hear a vibration, I'm just like, hold on, okay, I'm good.
It's like hard to hear vibration because my hands are like under the desk and then I'm not feeling like what's going on there. and my
See,
headset's
I
on.
always just put my phone like right here on my leg, and it'll just like go on my leg. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, see, no, I can't do that because if I feel vibration, I'll jump and mid game it'll fuck me up and I get pissed. Nah.
What about you, Dukes? Who's banging your line?
Oh, no, I'm looking at Twitter just in case there's more. There's more
Rostermania shit.
Rostermania. Everyone's really shocked that Envoy's an unrestricted free agent, though.
Yes, because if Envoy's getting dropped, no one's safe.
Envoy's trending right now.
Yeah, like, if he gets
like all the pros,
all the
pros are like tweeting like mind blown emojis. Like someone said, no love no love anymore with the teams or something like that.
Then I heard like somebody was saying that apparently Optic is staying with the rest of the three. Like that's what their team. Like Envoy's gonna be the only one getting dropped. Or if he left or whatever that situation is, I'm sure we'll hear more about it from both sides. But like he's the only one that's gonna be leaving. And I was like, that's not gonna fix the problem. I was like, they're gonna make a roster change in the middle of the year if this is what they stay with.
That's not
because there's not an SMG in the league that like is at his level, like that's available right now, unless a trade goes down or someone leaves out of nowhere to go join Optic, which they obviously could. Like as of now, the available SMGs are just not touching like how good he is and how good his ceiling is. Like he had a bad year, but I was like last year he was disgusting. I was like it just comes down to like once he gets some things down and masters his game, he's gonna be scary.
I was thinking that they need to drop formal for Cammy, and then
Ultra's not letting go of anybody
from there. But yeah, they're not gonna go.
Ultra's gonna hold everyone. Everyone's talking about 𝙃𝙤𝙨𝙨 too. Like he's the only one available, but it's like, do you want to touch him after what everything has gone through last year? Like,
oh, absolutely not. Oh.
Fire J-Cup.
It's crazy.
Fire J-Cup.
It's all just crazy. Obviously, now I'm looking at it. You got me looking at it too.
Wild. We might have to have an emergency.
But I say everyone's going crazy.
Yes, but
Zoom is live right now with an emergency flank.
I don't know what you're saying everyone for, because I'm definitely not.
But Jxszrr, after this, I'm gonna need you to take a look at my settings for me.
No. Of course
it looks like I think FaZe is already trying to get him.
No,
it looks like the guy's off.
Yeah, they're just trolling.
Who they even drop?
They're trolling.
They're definitely trolling.
Yeah, they always troll. I remember seeing them.
RC's been tweeting a bunch of gifs of like them just chilling out while all this roster meeting is just happening because they know that everyone's trying to build a roster to beat them. Like that, they're just like, all right, we're chilling. Everybody's trying to beat us. It's like we're the best in the game. But that hits we're well over an hour, chat. That gonna do it for us today. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you go and use that code in our sponsor we talked about, Glassy. Make sure you check them out. I appreciate everybody.
I will be doing it in unboxing on my stream whenever I get them.
Appreciate
good news, chat.
What's the
good news, chat? Before my desk is on the way from Amazon.
From Amazon. It's on the way.
Where's your other desk at?
Huh? Yeah, where's it at? Where's the other one?
Where's that other desk?
It's stuck in the Bermuda Triangle. All right, that's where it's stuck.
He shipped a desk in the middle of a pandemic and it got stuck wherever it is.
The East Coast.
What if your desk was on that ship that got stuck in the middle of the Panama Canal?
Honestly,
wrong spot.
They just
where was it?
It was somewhere in Africa. It's a canal
in Africa.
I thought it was
Panama Canal. Yeah.
Either way, yeah, they said we gotta drop the load.
Let's make a thumbnail before I end this. What's our thumbnail?
Everybody pointing at Dukey because he finally made it on time.
I don't know where he's at.
For me, he's over here.
Wait,
everybody look on the stream. Look on the stream first. Okay, opposite side.
I'm just not over there.
He's over here for me. He's over here for me on the stream.
Huh?
Below you.
Okay.
Everybody just look at the camera like surprise is here. Appreciate y'all making my job a lot easier.
Next week or an emergency podcast if these roster shit goes well. Never know.
Hey, hold on, wait, RonDo, hold on, wait. There might be something coming soon from KGK. Everybody would be on the lookout.
Oh,
something
soon.
Why else?
I don't even know about.
Why else would Dukey be getting a new desk?
Leaks.
Who knows? Who knows? No, we're not leaking shit. We ain't leaking shit, bro.
Leaks.
We gotta. Over here in KGK, we got that Flex Seal tape. Ain't no fucking leaks.
That's a lot of damage.
All I'm gonna say is make sure y'all sub to the YouTube channel. KGK,
yes, sir.
Kings Rank Killers. Follow
it's gonna be down below. I'll be down below. Make sure you
Yeah,
sub.
we'll link it down below. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Till next time.
See ya.